Libra, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are raking again, raking in a lot of success, raking in a lot of money. There is a image of a person who is hitting something really, really quickly. Like when I say hitting, getting something, like winning something. Or there's a person who is suddenly achieving something, and this is in the presence of your enemies. So do not the message, the bigger message here is, do not be discouraged if you feel like you are surrounded by enemies, if you feel like everybody's turned into an enemy, if you feel like everyone's turning their back, if you feel like everyone has something to say, everybody's talking, everybody's doing this. It's like God is placing you in the right place, because where he's going to give you this feast is going to be in the presence of your enemies. We've been talking about this for years, guys. In the presence of your enemies. So don't try to be so quick to get out of that place of displacement. I'm going to say that again. Don't try to be so quick to get out of a place of displacement, because you are there to teach your enemies a lesson. The lesson is, choose wisely. Period. Choose wisely. Your choice has consequences. Also, be careful how you treat people. There's somebody that needs to see you win, and unbelievably. And for some of you guys, you've been in a place for a long, long time. You had these enemies for a long, long time. But more specifically, you are to be blessed in front of. You are to be blessed in front of your enemies. This feast is coming in the presence of your enemies. And something hits really, really quick. It's like there's like something that you do that really just goes, it blows up really, really fast. Or this could be a moment of luck where you get something really, really fast, and it blows up. Or you do something and something blows up really, really fast. You find a winning product, you find a winning something, and something just blows up. It's like you're like hitting the jackpot, really. And it's like you're raking in all of this success right in the presence of your enemies. And I see your enemies stuck, frozen, like can't move. Like for some of you guys, you may be upset, like, okay, if I get a whole bunch of things. Or you may be what is paranoid that if you get a whole bunch of things, your enemies are going to try to take it. No, these enemies are stuck. They can't move. They thought that if they band together, that you would somehow belittle, like get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And get this, the most insane part, they believe their lies. No, listen, they believe their lies. Not they thought it was the truth and were misled. No, no, no. They know this is a lie. And how to get a person to believe in the lie? There's a lie that's been going on for years. This lie is a grown child, okay? This lie is like a teenager for some of you guys. This lie has grown, got legs, can walk, can talk. This lie has been fed very, 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 very well, and they actually believed their lies. So when you get this amazing feast bestowed on you, when you get this feast, when it comes, and it comes suddenly, it's like a sudden. I've been getting that for a while. Like, so I don't know who this is for, but something comes suddenly. Like you're in stress, and you're in distress. You're trying to fight so many enemies around you, and then suddenly, boom. For some of you guys, you didn't have the luxury. You know how they say that when you at the bottom, everybody comes around? No, you didn't have the luxury of that. Who am I talking to? You know how they say everybody gathers around you at the bottom? No, people start changing sides when you were at the bottom. You know why? When you felt like you were at the bottom, because you were never truly at the bottom. Somebody always seen the grace on you. Somebody always seen that, and they decided to separate themselves. But these enemies are stuck while you're in the middle raking up this harvest. So this so sudden harvest that you have to wait. You're sweating, raking up your harvest. This is your blessing. For some of you guys, you are enjoying your feast. You are just in the moment, savoring all of the food, and your enemies can't help but just sit there and watch. Because you know what that does? It lets them know God is watching. They're stuck. That's why the enemies must gather around. The way that you are about to be blessed in this season is going to blow your mind. Not only is going to turn some of your enemies into believers again. That's why this is so important. That's why this is, they're going to be asking, what did you do? Who is your source? Where did you get this blessing from? How are you so blessed? How have you had all this grace over the years, and I know what I've done to you? How? It's going to turn like it's a shocking thing. It's a witnessing. This is going to be a big witness for a lot of people. So don't be so quick to move yourself out of displacement. Don't be so quick to turn enemies back to reconcile with enemies or try to make things right. Get a little bit comfortable in this moment. Just get a little bit comfortable in this moment. Okay? Get a little bit comfortable. Let's go right into the affirmation of the day. Also, happy birthday to my Libras. No, actually the song is Happy Birthday to ya. Like, we don't sing the other one, okay? That full moon, who can feel it? I can. That full moon. That full moon heavy, baby. Heavy, baby. That full moon is heavy. I am responsible for my own life. Let's say that together 4 times. I am responsible for my own life. 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 It says, what does responsibility over my own life mean to me? What does responsibility over your own life mean to you? What does that mean? You being responsible for your own life, what does that mean? For some of you guys, you're giving somebody way, 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 way too much responsibility over your own choices. Sometimes we have to kind of take a look in the mirror, and we have to think about the things that we did, the things that we said, the choices that we made, the things we said yes to, the things we said no to. Sometimes I've been learning to practice this word no. Okay? Easy word. Easy word. A lot of you guys came out. That word is so important. A lot of you guys, you learn how to say no first, then yes as babies. Because you're going to need your no in order for another person to value your yes. If you always say yes, I promise you it's not valued. You need to exercise that word no a little bit more so that your yes can definitely be valued. If you say, we've learned the hard way that if you just say yes, 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 you think that, oh, I'll be valued because yes, I always say yes. And I'm always so. No, you actually get devalued. Actually, the opposite happens. And life, one of our journeys in life is to love ourselves and to treat ourselves as priority. We are God beings. We have to treat ourselves as such. And the only way to treat yourself as a priority is to know that you are priority, is to know yourself. And you know yourself through self-love. Through also what I'm doing now is soul love. Loving your soul. But self-love too. Self-love through God, your religion, whatever religion it is. Religion is very, your spirituality, whatever it is. It brings you closer and closer to just love, to understanding that you're loved regardless. Understanding you're forgiving for everything. You're loved regardless. All those things. Love your brother regardless. Love your neighbor regardless. Love your sister. But there's a need for you to kind of like understand who it is that you are. You have, I am responsible for my own life. Take the responsibility for your actions, for the things that you say. No one else is responsible for your life but you. Especially if you've grown. Now, if you a baby watching this, you a youngin watching this, which I welcome, because I know I be speaking light, so then someone else is responsible for you. But then you're going to be learning the consequences of your choice making, decision making. That's why it's okay to kind of let kids or whatever have enough room to understand that their choices matter too. Understand the value of decision making and choice making. But there's a need for you to take responsibility of your own life. What do you want? What is something you're giving someone else responsibility for? It's no one else's responsibility but yours. And then you have the right to do things exactly how you want to do them. Unless you're like in co-creation all the time, and then you know it's thy will, not my will. All right, let's see. What's in the blessing bag? Thank you, thank you, thank you. A nice body. Body yaddy yaddy today. Body yaddy yaddy. Somebody's telling somebody you got a nice body. And also somebody is standing up for you. Oh, I've been seeing you. I know y'all been seeing this pregnancy card for a long time. Somebody is pregnant. Congratulations to everyone who's finding out that they're pregnant. Congratulations to you. There's a pregnancy. You're also the center of attention. It's like somebody is also saying, there's a person who's standing up for you that you're going to be surprised at, who has not joined a group of enemies because you feel like everybody could be against you in a certain thing, or you feel outnumbered. And some of you guys could have been losing your faith in people. But there's a person that's in that type of environment or in that type of placement that has not necessarily, their heart has not necessarily turned cold. Although that they may agree with certain things and disagree with certain things, their heart has not completely turned cold. And you'll see exactly who this person is. There's a person who's definitely standing up for you, but you'll see this in due time. And this week it's about that body, yaddy, yaddy, okay? It's about that body, okay? And also a pregnancy, a new beginning. There's some type of newness that's coming up out of all of this. I'm going to be doing something a little different today in the morning inspo, but let's see. Going into the gypsy. Wow. Got coming towards. We got some good news coming to you. Somebody's coming along for some really, really good news. For some of you guys, you may be getting the commitment that you want in love. For some of you guys, you may be, this is some really, really good news when it comes to business. Like hitting, like some shit that changes everything. You know, all it takes is one. All it takes is one little push that changes everything. Like literally, do you understand how quick it is? How easy it is? For some of you guys, you think something is really, really hard. It's nothing that's hard for God. It can, in the snap of a finger, literally. Something can happen in the snap of a finger, and something happens in the snap of a finger, in the snack of a finger. Something happens really, really fast here. Very fast. But this is some really, really, really good news. Really, really, really good news. Let's see. Out of the blue. The writer reminds me of the Knight of Wands. This out of the blue that comes as this brilliant, really, really good news. And Libra, you look good too. You got the Hangman here coming out. Some of you guys, you think totally different with the divine masculine. Some of you guys, you sitting on a brilliant idea. This is like, if you woke up thinking about this idea, I should do this, do it. This is confirmation for you. Confirmation on your brilliant ideas. You have managed to think out. Well, you've always been a free thinker. Always been a free thinker. Yes, your hard work is going to pay off. For some of you guys, this new idea is the avenue through which the feast comes. Let me say it in. This new idea is going to be the avenue through which the feast comes, through which the glory comes, through which the blessing comes, through which the grace comes to you. Because it's not really about the feast, or it's not really about the monetary, even though you deserve that. But God wants that for you. However, this idea needs to be breath. This needs to come through. Because what's going to happen once this idea comes through, more people are going to go in this direction, and this idea is going to become a thing. And this thing that you have birthed in your belly, this pregnancy thing, it needs to become a norm. You have so much powerful influence. You don't understand how much influence that you have. Watch how things start turning the moment that you put this idea out. No matter how controversial it is. Some of you guys have a very controversial idea. Do it anyway. You'll be surprised how many people are looking for this. How many people are interested in this. How many people have been waiting for this. And God wants it to come through you. Excuse me. All right. So for the morning inspo today, I want to do something differently because I can feel this full moon coming through. I'm going to go start with the Priestess of Light, and then we're going to go, after the morning inspo, we're going to go and we're going to get a moon card. We're going to see what the moon energy is for each placement of the deck. So, each placement. I hope that made sense. So I'm going to be going in with the, what's this called? The Priestess of Light, and then clarifying with the Sacred Traveler. Then we go and we get a Moonology card for the moon. Okay, that was better. That was better. That was a better way to say it. This is a very, very super moon coming through. What is the morning inspo for Libra? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's the morning inspo for Libra? Yeah, you're supposed to start this thing. You got innovation coming right there, planning something new. Look at this. Look at this baby. And I see Muse. All right, what is the morning inspo for Libra? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The illuminated path, the guide here. You got healing, the heart, the power of self-love and career. You got sacred breath and sound, life force communication. When it comes to love, there's a need for you to communicate with somebody. On a spiritual plane, you have hostilities. The message from God is friendship, support, fun, unity, play. There's a need for you to focus on your friendships or focus on the unity that you have with another person, or God could be highlighting some type of friendship to you. All right, what's coming towards you is the divine masculine. You know, for some of you guys, divine feminines, you don't have to do anything. It's coming to you. All right. The overall message here is going to be clarity. Okay. And you have telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. You are communicating with the person spiritually. Are really communicating with somebody spiritually. And look, building your own world, creation, expansion. That's at the top. Building your own world. For some of you guys, this idea, this amazing idea, is coming from an ancestor, spirit guide, an angel, a guardian angel, God. It's to get you to expand your network, to build a whole, like, to create something new, to build your world, creation, expansion, networking. Also, you're being placed, it's the certain different type of people that you're being placed in front of, or you're connecting with for a purpose. This is not just something happening on a whim. Especially, I learned that everybody you meet is not just on a whim. Everybody you meet, you literally create. It's your own stimulation. I don't want to get too deep for nobody, but they figments of our imagination. We change our perception. We change the level of consciousness. We change the type of people that we run in contact with. It just has to naturally changes. But yeah, for some of you guys, you're seeing some type of path. You have the guide, the illuminated path. For some of you guys, you can be guiding someone. You are a powerful guide here, but there's also a path that's being illuminated to you. Okay. In career, you're going to be surprised how self-love works for you in career. The power of self-love, and this is putting yourself first, putting yourself as priority. How that kind of expands you in career. Okay. You have sacred breath and sound here. Communication is going to bring together a relationship. Also, there's some type of hostilities that's going to be highlighted to you spiritually. Right now, the advice from God is friendship. It is connection. It is fun. Play. Have fun. Play. Divine masculine is on its way to you. And overall, you get some type of clarity. Releasing the illusion. You actually truly see. You see where the path is. It's because you are rising like the eagle. You are not focused so closely in on the details anymore. You're slowly turning your head. It's got this hangman here. All right, let's see. Let's clarify. Tell me more about guide. Tell me more about guide. Yes. View from above. Getting the bigger picture. You're able to see something from above. For some of you guys, you are a mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. And you're able to see something high up. You have this different sight. There's something different about your sight. For some of you guys, you could have always known it. Pay attention what you have an eye for. Pay attention what you also have an ear for. Like for some of you guys, you probably know good music. For some of you guys, you are like really like psychic. And it's not just a whim. It's not just you. For some of you guys, it's so innocent that you do it. You feel like lucky guess. But that's been a lucky guess your whole life. For some of you guys, you really have an eye for fashion. Like really have an eye for fashion. For some of you guys, you have an eye for music. You have a taste for food. You know just how to make certain ingredients go together. Pay attention to something that you have naturally. And you tap into that. For some of you guys, you may like, I've always been doing this. Great. So you'll never ever feel like you're working a day in your life. This is just something for some of you guys, you're so modest and you're so humble. I just threw this on. You know, I just took a wild guess. I just, I had a feeling that was going to, is it so like matter of fact? That's something that you definitely need to tap into. You are about to be choosing some type of new path. Like I said, there's an amazing idea that you have. Go through to it. You're kind of viewing something from above and lean into it, because I feel like God is going to be revealing a lot to you today, especially with the illumination of this full moon. A lot of things, okay? So let's see. A lot of feelings. Pay attention to how you feel. Tell me more about healing the heart. Expand your horizons. Expansion. This is that expansion. You are not going... Grace and gratitude. I told you the grace you're about to see. So, as you... The power of self-love. The power of putting yourself priority. The power of honoring yourself. For some of you guys, it's the power of saying no to something. Creates this huge expansion. For some of you guys, this self-love is, there's something that you've been burning to do, and you just do it. That's you loving yourself. That's you putting yourself first. You putting your ideas, your creations first. Love for it flows through you. And for some of you guys, this is you opening up to source. For some of you guys, you could have reestablished your relationship with your source. And everything will be smooth sailing. Following what makes you happy. Following what makes your heart sing. It's going to create an avenue of expansion. For some of you guys, this is some type of travel too. You may have to travel. You may have to actually travel when it comes to career. There may be a career that's offered to you that you know you probably won't like, but it's close. And there may be something that's further away that you're like, hey, I'm willing to give this a shot. And next thing you know, this is actually really, really big, really, really good for you. Open your heart to joy. Putting yourself first gives you major expansion. This is like an empire. Why is this like empire talking? You got the divine masculine here. It's almost like the emperor. The emperor has his own empire. Somebody's building an empire. The world's going to know your last name. And especially if you have some type of empire that you want to do with your last name, the world is going to know you. The world will know you. And your story is going to inspire millions of people. The things that happen to you on the way up is going to inspire so many people. So like I said, don't be so quick to move out of displacement. Some of you guys, you getting content for the book that's about to inspire everybody. You're getting content for the movie. You're getting content for the story, for the speech, for the TED Talk, for some of you guys. For some of you guys, your life, your struggle, it needs to be heard. Your story. Tell me more about sacred breath and sound. It's a need for you to communicate to another person. All right, open your heart to joy and delight. Joy and delight. Open your heart up. Open your heart. You have a fresh new way of living emerges. Open your heart. So you become very, very transparent. For some of you guys, you are just unapologetically loving. You're not afraid to love. Open your heart anymore. This brings a lot of transformation. Also, this is beginning a new cycle. So for some of you guys, especially Divine Feminine, this cycle begins a new cycle. I don't know why I got that. But your cycle begins a new cycle. The way you speak, something heals the past in the way you choose to speak going forward. This is a new cycle of communication. That old cycle of communication is leaving. So think about how you communicated. And there's a need for you to step into the new. All right, tell me more about hostilities. All right, tread thoughtfully. Some type of hostilities is going to kind of narrow some type of path. It also brings you so much courage. Something is kind of like fogged in, is foggy, but right now you're stepping into your power because the courage to keep on going. And this type of hostility, to go beyond hostility, to go beyond conflict, to go beyond unrest, where a lot of people thought that this would be the place where you stopped and you laid down, but you continue to go and keep on going. And little do you know, you're raking in. You start to rake in something because it was about the strength that you have. It kind of makes something easy. So it's like a narrow pathway, but it also, the narrow pathway, it shows you don't have so many options. It also keeps you focused on this type of pathway. And you're crossing a lot of bridges. This is initiation at its best. You are a wise leader. Like I said, your story, it's a certain type of way that you had to go through, and you had to take, you had to have some type of valiant courage to get through this. You had to have some type of courage, some type of strength, inner strength, beyond, like, not that fake strength that we put on, not that fake suit, that fake thing. You had to, this was really going to separate the strong, the truly strong, from the weak. And a lot of the things that we see that, society labels as strength, that bravado, that is actually weakness. A lot of the things that the society label as weakness, forgiveness, vulnerability, is actually strength. Tell me more about friendship. Some type of conflict, hostilities is spiritual. Tell me more about friendship. You're discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. You're discovering who's truly there for you. There's another person who's truly there for you. And this gives you some type of power to ascend the mountain. God is revealing to you true friends. Your true friends here are coming out. And with these true friends, you'll have the strength, you'll have the camaraderie you need to actually ascend the mountain, to get to the top of the mountain. So these are revealing your true friends. True people who are truly there for you, who truly support you. What it feels like. Trust there's a divine path. You see this narrow plan? You see this narrow pathway? For some of you guys, you could be losing friends. You're losing people. Spirit also wants you to simplify your life. This is about people, friends, knowing who's who. For some of you guys, it's just you in the field. Solitude. Simplify your life. Tell me more about divine masculine. All right, journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. There's a need for you to believe in magic. Believe in something happening at the snap of the finger. Believe in your dreams, the miracles that you want. Also take a risk. There's something that's coming towards you. For some of you guys, you're going to some type of faraway places. There's a great adventure. And in this faraway places, or you getting out, you go, rainbow blessings come into your life. Blessings start showering your life. I told you something is breaking down. It's almost like you hit some type of jackpot or something. clarity that you have is how strong you are. Valiant courage. Take action. You also have the clarity to simplify your life. What needs to go? Who needs to go? What is God asking you to simplify from your life? And you also have the clarity on the support that you have around you, your fellow travelers. Also, you have the peacock here. So there's also financial fulfillment. Also the peach here. So this does represent a lot of fulfillment here. Stay focused. Stay focused on your journey. It is only just beginning. Something is just getting started for you. All right, let's go into the Moonology to catch a moon message. A moon message for you. First thing I see when I open up my deck is forgive. Forgive them. Forgive them. Forgive them. Forgive them so you can get back to you. Work through your feelings and forgive. More importantly, it's not even about them. Forgive you for what you didn't know at that time. Forgive yourself. Stop blaming yourself. Start forgiving yourself. Tell me more. What's the moon message for Libra? Unleash your kindest self. Wow. The first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. Reveal what needs to be seen. Your kindest self needs to be seen. Release control over certain things. But then unleash your kindest self. What is the kindest version of yourself? Who is she? Or who is he? Also, there could be some tension that you have. Breathe through it. Breathing exercises. For some of you guys, I did this exercise with Deepak Chopra. I love him. And it was like you count your breaths for 20 seconds. Okay? And however how you're breathing, you want to count your breath for 20 seconds. And then you multiply that by 3. And that should be how much breaths you're taking in a minute. And you should be taking, if you are not anxiety driven, or you don't have anxiety or something like that, you should be taking about 8 breaths in a minute. Now, a lot of us, we shallow breathe. We like a dog panting. And that could be a reminder to slow down your breathing. You also ease down, slow down. We always rushing through life. What are we rushing for? Think about the term rushing through life. And at the end of the life is death. Why are we rushing to get there? Think about that. You just want everything to hurry up and quick. Why are we rushing to get to death? That's the end. Rushing to get something finished, that's the finish line. Why are we rushing to get there? And every day of our lives, we rush. I did this activity probably a year ago, where I realized that I was just rushing through life for no reason, impatient. Like, hurry up. For what? Where are we going? I'm going to the grocery store. Chill out. You don't got nothing to do today. Like, what are we rushing for? And then you have that impatience and you blame it on other people when really you need to check yourself. What are you rushing for? What are you so in a hurry for? And I learned to slow down and relax and just be at ease. That's one of the things why drugs and why, a lot of the content that's out there and a lot of the content plays on people's emotions. That is why. So a lot of the content has to have your anxiety really, really up high. A lot of the things out there is because people have forgotten how to just be with themselves. You need all this other stuff, all this, stimulation, because you've forgotten how to self-stimulate yourself without anything. And so you need this outside stimulation, like constantly. It doesn't need for you to just sit. But definitely, this moon wants you to release your kindest self to the world. The kindest you. Yeah, for some of you guys, you've been there before and you got taken advantage of. This is a new story. This was the you before you had boundaries. You can release her again. You can release him again. What's the moon message in career? Forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for something. There's something that has something to do with a Pisces or some type of water sign. And also believe in your good luck. Attune to the divine. Clear your mind. There's a need for you to forgive. Forgive. There's something that could have happened to you that has something to do with money. There could be some injustice that you're going through, but secretly down deep inside, you probably think that you deserve something, or you think something is your fault, or you caused something. There's a need for you to forgive yourself for blaming you. Forgive yourself for blaming you in a situation, because you didn't know that you were honoring you. You didn't know that something you were doing did not have, it wasn't the result of something, of a place that you were in. For some of you guys, you are way too hard on yourself when it comes to money, when it comes to career. There's a need for you to forgive yourself. Forgive the way you feel about something, for feeling something when it has something to do with money or career. All right? And believe in your good luck. Believe in your success. Believe in your magic. Believe in your ability. What's the moon message in love? Speak your world into being. Gemini, express it. You can't get the love that you want if you're speaking constantly about the love that you had, the love that you don't want. See the bigger picture. Speak life into your relationships. Be the change that you want to see. Be the love that you want to see. Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. Don't close your heart to love relationships. Don't let your heart turn cold. It's Libra season. It's a little bit, be real. You know what you want. Be real with yourself. You know what you want. You know what you need. How about that? Not even want. You know what you need. And speak that out. Don't be afraid to speak that out. For some of you guys, you're afraid to speak it because there was a time when you was courageous enough to speak it and you didn't get that back. You felt like that made you hurt. That made you weak to other people. We talked about true courage, true strength. So there's a need for you to speak that. Speak your world into being, especially the love that you want. Only see that. That's all you see, because that's what you deserve. Breathe through the tension. Yeah. There's some type of hostilities that's coming towards you. Trust the universe. Work through your feelings. And take this inspired action. There's something that's going to go hand in hand. Conflict and inspire action. Also, this conflict, you are detoxifying people that you're around. There's a need for you to detox from certain people. Tell me more about keep going forward. Not keep going forward. Tell me more. What's the moon message? From God. Know your worth. Taurus energy. Know your worth. Open up to change. Ooh, the change is you knowing your worth. Also by the friendships that you keep around yourself. Do they reflect your worth, your self-worth? There's a need for you to lighten up. Lighten up, but keep your heart open. Okay? You have new moon in Gemini. There's some type of connection that you have to think through. This could have something to do with some type of divine masculine, something that's coming to you that you have to think through. There could be some type of tensions happening with divine masculine. Reveal what needs to be seen. Also, there's a need for you to step. There's some tension that's getting you to step in your power or something like that. All right. Last but not least, the overall message is make time for self-love. Make time for you. Reflect on your priorities. You are the priority. Reflect on you and focus on the positive. Also work through your feelings. There could be some hot feelings. Something that you're feeling here. All right. Let's go right into the angel messages. This resonated with you, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A windfall. I told you somebody hitting it. Somebody hitting. A windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receive it and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life's purpose, health, and charitable work. Successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. I told you about that idea. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. All right, Libra, that is your morning inspo. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.